All-wheel drive minivan might seem like a relatively recent type of vehicle, but the UAZ 450 seen above entered production in 1958, a little over 60 years ago. What's even more surprising than its combination of off-road performance and 10-passenger versatility is that it has been in production all this time with almost no changes inside or out, and that it remains in demand over a large swath of Central Asia and Eastern Europe. The UAZ 450, pronounced Auahaz, debuted in January 1958, produced by Ulyanovsky Automobile Factory in Ulyanovsk, Russia. Designed as a passenger van with a high ground clearance and generous approach and departure angles, early versions were powered by a 2.4-liter inline-4 engine codenamed ZMZ402 producing 98 HP and 134 lb-ft of torque, paired with 4-speed or 5-speed manual transmissions. A later ZMZ40911 engine dialed the displacement up to 2.6 liters, good for 112 HP and 146 lb-ft of torque. The UAZ 450 received its first major update in 1965, becoming the UAZ 452V and gaining a revised front fascia while losing its front suicide doors. But it's otherwise remained unchanged pretty much into the present day, only gaining different versions such as a 2-door cab for a pickup truck version badged 452D, an ambulance variant badged 452A, and a few other versions. The model lineup was renamed a few times, gaining even more difficult to keep straight index numbers and some small trim updates and some basic electronics. Standard features on the UAZ 2206, as it's known today, now include ABS, hydraulic power steering, an infotainment system in the form of a trip computer and digital clock, cloth seats, an opening glove box, a heater, very important, and an interior fold-out table. Needless to say, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are not available as options, and neither are headrest-mounted monitors for rear seat passengers. A top speed of 78 miles per hour is plenty for the terrain that these typically see, and given the relatively narrow track width and tall body, you probably don't want more speed. Keeping the 60-year-old minivan. For one thing, the Bukhanka, nicknamed bread loaf, due to its shape, doesn't have a lot of competition when it comes to its mix of off-road ability, ease of repair, passenger space, and price. If you've ever had a layover in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, as we constantly do, you know that the UAZ 452 is pretty much the national vehicle of Mongolia. If Toyota came out with a 10-passenger Land Cruiser, or if Jeep created a 10-passenger Wrangler minivan tomorrow, we'd imagine they would still land quite a bit north of the starting price of the UAZ, which is a reasonable $9,100. Don't forget to subscribe here.